I never had an underboob trend phase in my life.
What's that?
Where your boob is like hanging out
pop it out
underneath your
underneath.
bathing suit on purpose.
Oh, I don't have that. I'll never have that problem. Are you kidding? Ever.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Girls Gone Gritty. I'm sitting next to Darian and Jennifer, and we are so psyched to bring you a summer trend forecast today in multiple directions. But first, let's talk about our weekend.
Can I go first? I saw the best concert, Zach Bryan, on Sunday. Everybody did. Took Dee Dee, took Cross. We had the whole crew, met the Smiths, really good friends of ours that were on a party bus. It's a whole fun squad. There was so much energy. It was just spectacular.
It was stadium MetLife was packed.
He is so grateful. He is the most gracious singer. He's thanking everyone. I thank you. I can't believe I'm here. Bruce Springsteen came on to play. And then
I can't believe that Kings of Leon headlined for Zach Bryan.
You mean opened?
Opened.
He said, "This is my favorite band. I can't believe that I have my favorite band." It was crazy. And the most exciting thing is hearing his story about how he became a musician. And he was born in Japan because his parents were in the Navy. Then he went into the Navy when he was 17, and he started writing lyrics and would go behind the barracks and he would make videos of himself doing music, and he started uploading them, and it blew up all of a sudden, just started booming. So he kept writing songs on his downtime. And before you know it, the Navy was like, you know what, you have a gift. And they released him and they said, you can go and follow your dreams as a musician. Think about it. A couple of years ago, he was broke, and now he's a Grammy winner. And the vibe, you have every kid there singing at the top of their lungs. You have parents, everybody. I'm getting goosebumps.
I think country music is like taking over the world in a lot of ways because it's not horrible language. It's not violent. It's, storytelling at its finest.
It's America.
Everybody can relate to it.
And at 3 different times throughout the night, you hear USA, USA, and the whole entire crowd, USA, and there's American flags everywhere. It was just cool. And everyone had this summer vibe with jean skirts and cowboy boots and like tiny little tops. Not me. I had a jean jumpsuit on, but it was just awesome. So that was my weekend.
A brilliant marketing plan by him, even though he was just trying to probably get something to go viral, but your hats would go off to somebody that was serving the country and also had a musical gift putting it out there.
It was so American.
If you can't get to a Zach Bryan show, tap in this summer to your local music scene. At least, where we live, we are so fortunate that all the bars, all the towns have great music. So you don't have to go to MetLife, which I refuse to do in the summertime because it's way too much.
One tip for going to MetLife: park VIP F8. Pull in the parking spots. You can pull straight out F8 right around there. And as soon as the show was over, we pulled right out, and I was home in an hour and 25 minutes. And people were stuck in the parking lot for like 2.5 hours.
In those large arenas, I always have an exit strategy, and I never have an exit strategy, as Farley knows. I never want to leave, but you have to know what you're doing to get out.
In that situation, absolutely.
Before you get it. Then you're having so much fun. And then if you are, then you just have to stay and continue the fun. So continuing the fun, then we went to the Haskell is the big horse race here in New Jersey that precedes some of the other horse races like the Belmont. It's always a great day. It's got a little crazy though. We're going to talk about summer trends in a minute because
it is definitely a new trend for
the Instagram moment of these events.
College. Yeah.
Well, my nephews were going, nieces, your kids.
It's the hunt of the college kids, the new hunt.
I want to go next year.
I mean, it was fun. The weather was a little bipolar. It wasn't as hot as it typically is. Usually it's like 98 degrees. So it was very tolerable. But we're going to cover a little bit of the insanity in the episode. So
yeah. And if you're watching, it's hilarious. We all wore hats today. It's all bad hair. I'll just throw a hat on. So yeah.
Exactly.
Thursday though.
Check out our merch. These girls are wearing it.
Well, that brings us to our top 3, which is always interesting. So Dare is going to be leading the pike.
All right. Well, coming in at number 3, a big thank you to our Hokies at Virginia Tech. Dogs are now the first predator of the invasive spotted lanternflies. Those really beautiful bugs. I remember seeing my first ones. They were loaded with polka dots and they were red. And I was paddleboarding and I looked on this wall and I was paddleboarding in Belmar and I'm like, look at all the really pretty bugs. I've never seen them. And then, meanwhile, they're killing the world.
Well, I love the story that they've trained the dog, which has a sense of smell that's like 10,000 times greater than humans, to find where they've laid all their eggs. So if you can kill these bugs before they can go from the eggs to the nymphs and then crawl up your trees, I hunt them. Everybody in my family thinks I'm insane. I have a bug assault gun that I actually gave.
I love those. I want to get one.
I'm obsessed. And I kill them one at a time. And then I wrap my trees with tape so they can't crawl up. But if you can kill them at the source, which is what they're teaching these dogs to do, we won't have to do that. I can have my time.
It's non-invasive. You're not spraying something. You're not polluting the environment and your grass and everything else around your backyard.
I always have a flip-flop. I pull it off and I'm like, whack, whack, whack.
Indian culture does not look at them as relatives. They don't like you. They don't like when you kill dogs.
The problem is that there's no natural predators here, so they will kill everything. So if you believe in the circle of life like the Buddhists do, they aren't supposed to be here to begin with.
Right.
They got brought over in 2014 and we haven't been able to get rid of them yet.
It's funny how they just
go dog go
like everything else. All right, coming in at number 2, Grok, are you okay? Elon, can you help your chatbot?
This was a story that exploded.
Oh,
and it's terrifying. Jen's going to tell us some details.
So if you're not on X, you might have missed this story, because I also think that they're really trying to bury it. When I search it again, it's not something that's on the top of the news feed. But basically what happened was Grok's settings for humor have been set to be, I'll call it a little snarky, where he's a little chippy when he responds. You can tag him as a chatbot on their AI platform, on their X.
And this is what was formerly known as Twitter. If you guys don't understand what we're talking about, Elon Musk took over it. So
what people will do is they'll tag him and then he will respond back, or it will respond back. I'll call it an it. And what they were doing was goading him into these responses, and it went off rails and started to spew anti-Semitic commentary. Gave a death plan for somebody that was targeted in this that I won't mention. And it's actually really scary. We've talked about AI a lot in this. And for those people that know me, I'm obsessed with it. Pay attention, because the things that are happening,
they don't even realize when they hit a sensitive spot at all.
Yeah. And we covered this a couple of weeks ago with, like, now we're using all these chatbots for therapy and grief counseling and things like that. So just mind your P's and Q's, making sure you know who you're talking to and that you're not talking to a chatbot.
Coming in at number 1, this is my favorite.
This is everyone's favorite, although we're all kind of over it now.
Yeah, it's kind of old news, but not really. Coldplay kiss cam catastrophe.
It's just actually busted. I wish somebody would have just come up and pulled his pants down at the same time.
Talk about getting caught. Talk about a kiss and tell. Yeah, you kissed and the whole world knows now.
You're an idiot, though. I mean, I got to be honest. Like,
come on.
Everybody's got a phone in their hand. Everybody knows everybody. There's facial recognition. There's innumerable ways to figure out who somebody is in a setting like that. And we were talking about this. There's rumors and there's speculation that the wife set it up.
If the wife set it up, she's brilliant, and I love her. But I also feel terrible for the kids, and just
I didn't even think that. Yeah, that's right.
He's got 2 sons, and it's a horror show. I mean, it's really a media circus.
Talk about getting caught with your hand in the cookie jar.
Totally. Well, it's funny that the guy, whatever, the big CEO's name.
Who cares?
Coldplay, you busted.
Him being mad and saying that they didn't have his permission, and it was an intimate moment that should have been left intimate. Really? That was even more hurtful.
Well, they're trying to sue. They're trying to sue, actually, Coldplay.
Well, it wasn't Coldplay that actually put the video out there. It was another girl.
Okay, ready. Whatever. This is one of those things where the lawsuits in this country, that's a whole other topic. Get over yourself. Accept responsibility for your bad judgment, bad actions. You got caught.
And don't duck. Hello? Just roll with it. Kiss cam, you just roll.
The kiss cam wasn't like going to make it on the news. It was their behavior. It was their body language.
Yes, phenomenal.
Put it on everybody's radar.
Phenomenal. But 2017, the Simpsons, they called it. They predicted the future yet again, and we'll put that up on our site.
Actually, uncanny resemblance of both of them.
It's crazy.
Down to the expressions.
Yeah,
the whole thing. So
those are fun.
Well, that was
summer. Those are fun summer topics, right, Far?
These are all things that are happening during the summer. And what we are going to cover today are summer trends. And it's not just clothing, it's trends that you see, we all see. It's happening, whether it's music, whether it's fashion, whether it's food, whether it's interior design. We're going to put some things that we've noticed on your radars, and it'll make you think, and maybe you'll tell us what we missed, and you can give us some feedback on trends that are happening in your backyard and in your homes.
Yeah.
And isn't it funny how trends are? I was saying to Far when we got back from Bali, we hadn't even discussed the things that we had purchased. And I bring home a bag from Bali thinking it's so unique and so interesting. And my sister-in-law from North Jersey and my best friend come in and they have very similar bags that are not from Bali, but everyone's in the
Taiwan
in the trend.
No,
As soon as you click, as soon as you click,
it's so true. I'll tell you, as a fashion, I guess we can start in the fashion note.
Let's go fashion.
You know, some of the fashion noticeable to me are the coastal cool nautical stripes, sailor flares, red, white, and blue. It's been everywhere, and I feel like it always comes back with shell jewelry.
A lot of shell jewelry.
Which I really like because we were finding puka beads in good old Bali, and I bought actually a puka bead bracelet.
I was looking at that before. I like that. That's super cool.
Wearing the shell trend at the moment.
I
bought a Soul Shine.
Oh, I saw that one too. I like it.
At the same market, probably.
Because it made exactly the same way. Oh my God, that's so great.
I love it. No, it's been so fun to see the summer fashions, beachy, and then I love the polka dot trend that's back. Lots of polka dots and scarves with like all the very fun bags that are crocheted. I love crochet.
I bought in Bali.
And she bought in Bali. That's what I bought in Bali, and we didn't even compare notes because we weren't together.
The concert, all the girls had like the cutest crocheted tops on.
Oh, I love that.
And comfortable. And just the fashion of, I'm not a fan though of the bathing suits that are so high. It's like almost 1980s style. I went to buy bathing suits. It's been the hardest thing this summer because they don't have.
There's actually more coverage this summer for whatever reason that the bathing suit.
I think it depends on where you go.
It depends.
Not in my house with my girls. Maybe more coverage for mama.
Yeah, but I don't like the high, super high cut.
I don't either.
Bathing suits.
They say for sporty prep, polo shirts, capri leggings, athleisure is the way. That's here to stay. That's not going anywhere.
I love the boho charm. Look at my pants today. This is kind of boho-y.
Boho's always into me.
I love the vibrant colors that come with summer.
They said athleisure with a polished aesthetic is now becoming a thing, so you can jazz it up a little bit. I see people wearing like a tank top and a pair of leggings and a blazer. Everything has kind of been reincarnated. So what's trendy now has been here in the past, but the food trends are something that I never noticed until I was an adult. Like what is hot and what is not, and pickled onions kind of are the thing right now.
Been getting those when I get tacos. They have pickled onions with my tacos.
Think about all the food trends that have come and gone. Even beets were a trend at one point. Chickpeas.
Oh, chickpeas. All this stuff that would go into a nice summer salad.
When the fermentation process became like a hot thing, as being so healthy for your gut, and beets are so healthy for your gut. Feel that like they're always moving, like how the avocado was so hot a couple of years ago. It's now like the fruit, the fruit or the vegetable of the season.
Bowls became
well, it's the fruit.
Now they're here to stay forever.
Well, you go for the fruit. You have the watermelon salads with feta and mint, and then watermelon margaritas are one of my favorites that they're making at one of my favorite bars.
Oh yeah,
and it's so good. It what's that salt that goes around the edge? The teen.
Ooh,
and it's fresh orange? Watermelon juice. It has a little spice to it. Has mint in it. It's hand shaken. Not too much triple sec, just a little bit, because I usually like tequila on the rock.
Peaches on the grill. Peach with stracciatelle as a salad.
It's barbecue season, so you get like the burgers. You have chicken burgers, black bean burgers. Jeff makes his favorite smash burgers. We have a smash and boom night that we're having in the next 2 weeks. You ladies should come, where Jeff grilled onions and it's Velveeta cheese with potato rolls with butter, and it's so delicious. And we do lots of watermelon, and then we light fireworks all night. And so it's smash burgers, smash and boom, because the fireworks go off and kids jump into the pool.
Cute.
So it's such a summer thing. But summer trends are so much fun. And next season, it'll be interesting to see what's next.
They said retro desserts have made it, like lemon pies and jello parfaits and pudding layers.
Think about the fresh blueberry pies that you get, strawberry rhubarb. Whatever fruit is in season makes the most delicious pies for the summer. And apple pies seem very folly, but you get the crumbles in summer, and anything with peaches, like peach cobblers,
we're
peach
so fortunate
muffins.
living in the Garden State.
Corn.
Whatever is coming into season, you're hoping you capitalize on that trend of the season. And if the peaches are really good one year, or the watermelon's really good one year, which my watermelon has not been really good this year. The couple of watermelons I've gotten have not been great. But, I think that staying on trend with what's in season is so.
Oh, yeah.
I like cherries and tomatoes, mutts with basil. I mean, nothing's better than that. And
that's summer.
That's summer when you go to the fruit stand and you're like, what's here?
See, the trends that they're saying in food is sweet heat right now, like hot honey. That is trend. And it's here to stay because now I can't even eat my pizza any other way. If I get a pepperoni pizza, I want hot honey on it.
Always hot honey.
And I wish I thought of hot honey.
I never knew what it was.
Well, it is here to stay. They say pineapple habanero, margaritas, and salsa has been selling through the roof, and same with a mango chili sauce. So obviously it's summer fruits getting coupled with whatever is kind of cool, and heat is cool, even though it's hot.
Right. Espresso martinis have been a huge hit, which is really making me laugh. Yeah. For some reason this summer, the whole crew that we're with are drinking them around the clock.
I don't know why they
I don't see them in the order.
They've been trendy for a while.
I don't know why they weren't always trendy. I don't know.
I think people are afraid of the caffeine, too much caffeine, and like losing track of how many cocktails of caffeine you're having and then not being able to sleep at night. So I feel that like a lot of people that I know won't have a espresso martini past 6 o'clock because it affects their sleep.
But you can get a decaf espresso
to way around it.
Yeah, they're delicious. I love.
And I use tequila.
I can drink them and go right to sleep, so it's not a big deal. But I think that's a trend that's here to stay too. I also, unfortunately, back to the fashion trend, I think cutouts are here to stay.
Oh, yeah.
Like now everything is about a cutout. And I feel like some of these trends, like the bowls that all of our kids love to eat, they make sense. It's a very good way to package a meal. And I feel like bowls and playa bowls and rice bowls.
I love those bowls.
Well, I'll take the cutout trend over the near naked trend. I got to be honest, because going back to us talking about wooding. Yeah. I mean, I love the fact that even some of our local establishments are saying a cover up means a cover up, guys.
Like, yeah, we have that right now.
You
can't be in a sheer
at a restaurant.
And I have a lot of sheer things that I love, but there's a place and a time for them. Like if you're going in, sitting and like having a couple of cocktails and having food at a bar, I don't need to see everybody half naked.
Well, the bathing suits too. Everybody's in a G-string or something super close to it. And they're walking around, you're eating where we are in the summer at our club. And I'm like, wait a minute. I don't need to see your ass in my face right now. They have had to have someone come and be like, you need to cover up because it got so bad. And they don't care. You have all you have all the old men looking like.
Not their fault.
Well, it's
just the trend.
Trend is here to stay, unfortunately. I never had an underboob trend phase in my life.
What's that?
Where your boob is like hanging out underneath your bathing suit on purpose.
Oh, I don't have that. I'll never have that problem. Are you kidding? Ever.
It's a good problem to have for the kids that want to have underboob.
Hey, listen, it's a boob.
It's strategic.
Right. Who cares which side of the boob you're seeing? Side boob, under boob, cleavage.
I went to dinner with 12 of the moms from DD's Opti sailing class or sailing crew. All the moms came in and they were all in these maxi dresses, all flowy and flowery and pretty. And then all of a sudden, all the young girls came in all like the super mini dresses, like probably an inch below their little bumbies. And it was funny to see the comparison of here are the moms and then here are the girls coming in, just bouncing around. Love them both.
Mitzvah the other day that we went to, I was horrified. And I mean, I have 3 girls. I understand it. I know the trends. I've seen it. I never allowed my children to wear something that you could see the little cupcake part of their butt. So it's underbutt. Those girls at this bat mitzvah all had underbutt. And I couldn't believe it.
Yes.
But in fairness to everyone, and I like short, everything has gotten so short. When I was that age, nothing was that short. It was like the hand down the leg, your skirt had to come to your hands or it had to be measured off your knee. I mean, it was a different universe.
You're rolling it. You're rolling it.
There was ways around it, of course, but you went out of the house in something that your parents approved. And now the kids you see what they're wearing and it's barely.
These little girls were Robert Palmer-esque, black and white, and literally tiny cheeks hanging low and at a bat mitzvah. So that is what, rising 8th graders?
Yeah, 13.
I couldn't believe it.
Even me looking for dresses, Allison Olivia is my favorite designer ever. And I order dresses and I get them and I'm like, wait, I cannot wear this. It's way too short. And I can't even let the hem out because there's not a lot of hem, but I go bigger size so that it just kind of hangs down. Oh yeah. Then I could do some high kicking.
Little shorts.
Lace and sheer details also are a huge hit this season. And the long line Bermuda shorts. Yeah, rock that out. I mean, when we were in Australia, they wear jorts, which are the ugliest things I've ever seen.
They also have mullets.
And I just saw the greatest. I think it was it, and Jimmy did a whole song about jorts. They're just unattractive. A guy in a pair of jean jorts.
No.
I know. My kids have been playing. This is a trend in our house. He's a 10 until you see him wearing jorts.
I wear my jorts every day of the week. They started my hips and they ended my knees. And if you see me, you know that I'm in on their jorts and they're short and they're totally denim.
So, what do you think?
We just need a second to deliberate.
Yeah.
Dear God, that was incredible.
We did this at the dinner table the other day. He's a 10 until you smell his breath, but jorts definitely came up.
Oh my gosh. No, thank you. I was really excited to see that low-rise jeans are back for the fall. I saw them today. Today, I saw them. They came out.
Thank the Lord.
I was wondering why everything was like 75 off. I hate high-waisted.
Well, I'll tell you what, though. I don't throw anything away. Like I put everything up in the attic, everything comes back. And sometimes having something that's vintage is even cooler than like what they do with it next time, or it just fits me better. And I like the way it was the first time. So why am I going to reinvent the wheel? I don't need to buy into the new trends. I'm middle-aged.
Agreed. Now, travel trends. We are on trend for the travel trends. There's a growing interest in alternative accommodations, villas and holiday homes, and traveling as a group. And they said that the average group size is starting off at 5. Isn't that interesting?
And
they're going to hotels.
Yeah, and they're staying on boats.
Oh, boats.
Yes, the boat trend is huge. Only because I see them. Actually, I see them at our marina. You can rent like cat sailboats in the BVIs or wherever, and you live on them, and you get captains, and you just cruise. Or Greece. I mean, any of those spots.
You're right.
But cats, because they're wide.
That trend on the boat.
We did the Costa Rica boat catamaran for 3 days with a chef and a captain. And I will say I'm good on land.
I don't mind big.
I'm good on land.
Yeah,
I've been very blessed to be on some amazing boats that don't even feel like a boat.
No,
but that's not the boats that they're talking.
Yeah, that's not normal.
No. We have a lot of boats they called transients, and they do this great loop, and it's a whole summer thing that our marina has been so busy, and we had a family that left, I guess, beginning of the summer. They're gone for a year, the Greeley's, and they started at our marina. And they are going up and over, do the great loop, and they'll end up, you go this whole loop,
Block Island,
then you end up down Florida, you end up in the Bahamas, and then you come back up, and people do it constantly. So people are coming and going. They're called transients. So they come and they get a slip for a night or two.
Are bad tippers. When I used to waitress and there were transients, there were people that were just boaters. They did not take care of their weight.
I hate cheap people.
And that is a stereotype, and I'm sure it probably still exists. Another thing that was interesting, domestic destinations. People were staying in the U.S. 40% more Americans decided it was too expensive to go overseas. So they decided to stay and make their own adventure in the good old US of A.
Well, and part of the problem is when most people travel of a big trip, they're traveling in the summer, and it's when everyone's traveling.
Right.
Europe is insane. The United States is insane. It's very hard to get away from the US to go anywhere because everybody's going someplace. And again, we mentioned this before with the global population is what it is. And thanks to Instagram, everybody's going to the same places.
Yeah.
Including the hassle.
including the hassle.
Every single person in the world was there, which is absolutely crazy. And it wasn't just our age. It was saturated with the young person that might not have realized that a really cool horse race was in their backyard or drivable, or it was going to be an incredible photo op, or
or they just want to wear the hat.
A lot of people are, they jump in RVs and they cruise the country, and you go up to Maine. And that's one thing.
And they document their journey.
And they document their journey, and it's all, nothing's better than being in an RV and cruising. You just have your house on wheels, and you go to all these cool campgrounds, and it's another way.
My whole life, and then my parents did it when I left home, and they really did it. They weren't doing it to be.
Yeah, it's like Meet the Millers or We Are the Millers, one of my favorite movies. But it's cool because if you have, a lot of people have pickup trucks now, so now you can tow these kind of portable campers off the back,
I think my parents have a Cub.
And it blows up to a giant house on wheels, basically.
The right person to do that. My husband absolutely is not into glamping or camping.
No.
He's like, not happening. But if we did put together some Airstreams and we did it where we fly into Utah and get in an Airstream and then go do Yellowstone, Mount Rushmore, whatever it is that we're going to do for like maybe 3 or 4 days as a big group, I could probably talk him into that.
Yeah, we did it in Alaska for almost 10 years. Would fly to Alaska. We rent an RV, me and a couple of people, and you'd live in that RV for weeks. That's your home. But we'd go up to the ski run and then we'd ski and you'd come and then you'd end up at another spot. But that was our house and it was great.
It made sense for your lifestyle.
Yeah.
They're also saying nostalgia travel is huge. People want to go back where they went as a child. I used to go to Cape Cod and go to Brewster Park every year. So I do feel a tinge of nostalgia. I'd like to go back and see that because it was a very fond time in my life and I'd like to bring my family there. So nostalgia trips are also ranking pretty high.
Well, I think with the nostalgia trips that's really happened too is because of the things that have happened in the last few years and post-COVID, people are appreciating where they came from. My dad was born in Glasgow, Scotland, and we've been on many family trips and we've never been to where my father was from, which is so crazy. So I think that also the nostalgia trips are like, let me figure out like where my roots are.
Right.
Let me figure out, mom was from here, dad was from here, grandma was from here, grandpa was from here. It's a really cool thing, especially as a nation of people who have so many people that have immigrated from other countries that aren't from here, that you can go back and find a grandparent that has family there. I love that trend.
I think our nostalgia trip should be to the Parker House very soon on like a Sunday night. I'm sorry. I'm thinking local.
There's cooler climates are sucking people in because they want to get out of hot. So they're going to Iceland.
Because there's a lot of hot.
Norway. There's been a lot of
hot.
A lot of rain too. And then outdoor adventures like we kind of just covered, but hiking and ranches and cabin stays and biking. People want to be active.
So many of our crew from Vermont and Connecticut and DD Ski Crew, they all go to ranches in Wyoming and they spend weeks on the ranch and they horseback ride and they adventure. And yes, it's great. And they say it's like their best experience. They eat delicious food, but some are in the mix, like basically like handling all the horses and it's the whole,
and they're the adult camps, like the adults go back to like the summer camps that they have nostalgia for that they grew up on. That's a huge industry and market right now. Listen, there's so many good things to do that are trendy, and there's so many good things that you could do to create your own trend. So I don't know, I'm a huge proponent of do you, like Darian. I don't love the big high bathing suits over my hips. I won't wear them. I don't really care what the trends are. Am I paying attention to what everybody's doing? Absolutely. But I do feel like they also tell you what the trend is and they manifest the trend so they can.
It's the industry. It's a business. It's for revenue. Interior design has the same thing. You look at houses are now being constructed the same way and you just can tell like
cookie cutter. I know the architect. I know the builder. I know the architect. I know the builder.
But what they're saying on interiors right now is cozy minimalism, textured walls and ceilings. Dedicated wellness spaces has become a very big trend, which I agree. I have a gym here. I think that it's important. That's probably a very healthy trend. Indoor, outdoor areas that are being integrated, where like now those pocket doors that slip out and people are really maximizing their outdoor space and their indoor space, which to me is great.
Well, they've been doing that since when COVID happened. All of a sudden, everyone was outdoors. Everyone said, okay, I have my backyard. I'm going to open it up. I want a TV. I want a fire pit. I want a bar. I want everything so that when people come over, I don't have to leave my house. It's right there.
Discrete, integrated technology, sneaky technology. I remember when you first got a TV and it could be a mirror. Yep. And now I have a flat screen that has an app where I can pick any type of artwork that I want. But sneaky tech where people have like secret rooms, as you see on TikTok or whatever social media platforms where somebody pushes a bookcase and all of a sudden it's a room for your dogs. Mm-hmm. Or, it's a playroom or it's a man cave.
Right.
Man caves are becoming almost competitive.
Yeah.
Like it's like who can outdo each other's man cave.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of my girlfriends has a speakeasy in her house where you actually have pull one of the sconces in the lake, Kelly, and you go into her bar area. And when it's closed and when the family is very serious, it's closed off and nobody goes in.
Wow.
Amazing.
They said sustainable, eco-friendly materials and non-toxic finishes are up there. Adjustable lighting. And what are those machines that now you go to a hotel and you can smell it and you love the smell, and
diffusers.
now you bring home like a diffuser with a scent.
And everyone says you should change all your light bulbs to LED, everything.
Yeah.
Every single light bulb should be changed to LED. It's better for the environment, but the bulbs last for like 10 years. And there's all these really cool different bulbs that have in the middle all these cool patterns. So it's something that people are literally changing their light bulbs to update their fixtures, which is crazy.
I just bought LEDs that look like flickering flames.
Yeah.
For the front of my house. But when I put them in, they were dark and it felt like Halloween.
There's daylight bulbs, there's flat light bulbs. So each bulb is so specific.
Can I get the Amanda Hightie and like Kim
Yeah.
Swain, like actual flickering looking?
Yeah.
But they look
They have
more
gas
like,
though.
yeah.
There's this actual gas.
Yeah, these did not work. So, well, now we've brought you up to par on multiple trends. If you have any trends that you want to share with us, put them on our radar.
Speaking of a trend, how about the summer golf trend? People are so into it.
Oh my God.
Everywhere. The golf fashion's huge. At our grad party, every boy that came was dressed in the nicest golf shirt and very nice khakis. It was awesome. I'm like, wow, kids these days are well dressed, and it's the golf trend. Everyone loves fun, different golf shirts.
Golfers are, they're like the quiet, intelligent.
Yes.
Like you don't know what's going on behind there, but there's a lot behind there. And
I never think golfers were attractive, but I think that was like Arnie Palmer and Jack Nicklaus.
yeah, because it was an old
way. There's some good-looking ones.
It's also gotten a lot of more of a younger sport. It was
That's what it is.
It's definitely become, you know, Tiger Woods started like that trend of like really people becoming more in tune with golf at a much younger age. So like that
Right.
trend has been happening for a long time. But we have a really amazing got grit person who is in this universe that we are so excited to talk about today.
So today our got grit person is Chris Gotterup from Little Silver. Graduated Christian Brothers Academy. Then he went to Rutgers. Then he went to Oklahoma. He qualified for the PGA and he played a couple rounds, didn't really do that well. So then he went to on the Corn Ferry Tour and they take the top 25, the PGA. He placed 23.
Best friend's caddy for him. Then he had his brother caddy for him. I mean, this is homegrown and serious hometown pride.
Yeah. So he's playing on the PGA. And we have our Jersey-born guy who had the breakout moment at the Scottish Open. He beat Rory McIlroy. And when you win the Scottish Open, that's an immediate ticket to the British Open. He goes to the British Open, played lights out. He finished third overall.
Yeah.
And that was
Scotty Scheffler was just on.
Yes.
It was just, he was on. And I was like, oh my God, please catch up.
And
please catch up.
It was amazing because of his determination, his great, well, the most interesting part is when he went to pack for the Scottish Open, he just made a round trip ticket, US, Scottish Open, come home.
His family didn't even go see him play because
he had nobody there.
Yeah, his girlfriend wasn't there.
He had nobody.
I think everybody was just, well, he did.
He had the three most important people.
He had his coach from Rutgers who believed in him in the very, very beginning.
Right.
He flew in and he won in front of that coach.
Well, the coolest thing is that he literally didn't think that he was going to make it. So you buy yourself a round trip ticket. You're not planning to go to the British Open.
Yep.
And he makes it. He goes to the British Open, plays an amazing round, places third, and now he has the chance to possibly be on the Ryder Cup. And it shows great determination. We love him because he's homegrown Jersey. But when you're at that level, you don't take no for an answer. He had so much determination to keep going back. And look, you tee it up and you have your family behind you.
There's been ups and downs. It's been dramatic. It's been stressful, from therapy to switching your caddy to, making adjustments.
But the timing is right.
A very gritty aspect of the Scottish tournament.
So for those of you that are watching the Scottish tournament, there's a rule, which we validate that rule exists and is fair, where you have a pace of play. But this kid who's, chasing after Rory McIlroy
on his turf,
on his home turf, like trying to, they started timing him on the 13th hole and then again at 16 for pace of play. And he actually bogeyed, I think, the 16th, and it really put him in an adverse situation. So the fact that he was able to have that situation and rise above and move
Not get
through
mental.
and take the mental fortitude to get through and win.
And he knew he
against him.
wasn't the crowd favorite at that
Oh.
moment. You know, he felt it. He
Yeah.
felt the energy. So you have to not become a mental minion. You have
Right.
to elevate your game. And he really freaking showed everybody, didn't he?
So
Yes.
yeah,
Yay.
So proud of you.
Yay.
And it
Well,
was his birthday when he took third.
yeah. So
Okay.
he took third. Yes. And it was his birthday.
Yes.
So that's awesome.
That's great.
All right. Give me some songs. I'm ready for some
Oh, yeah.
summer vibes.
You guys might not know this song because it's relatively new. And to tell you the truth, I was looking at Instagram and looking for some, you know, stories that we could potentially land on. And one of my friends shared a collection of images, and this was the song that was playing. And I'd heard it in the
I love new
background.
music.
I heard it in the background before, but I didn't know it. And I remember when I heard it in the background somewhere, I liked it too. And so finally I was able to say, oh, that's who it is. And I like the song. Time and places are all in who you share them with. And it's life. And the point is enjoying who you share it with. Joy is who you share it with. And the weeks and the weekends and keeping close who you spend it with. And in time, what you find is the time is who you spend it with. Joy is who you share it with.
Oh, I love that.
So
Nice.
that song is Who You Share It With, and it is by Lay Up.
Oh,
And
Lay
it's
Up.
Never heard of it.
fantastic.
Can't wait to hear it.
So
Love it.
I know.
And if you are someone like myself who has not heard that song, make sure you tune in and listen and find our playlist on Spotify, where each week we have our songs that we've curated. We've got a great playlist that hopefully will inspire you and get you some music that you may not be accustomed to. So make sure you tune in on Spotify, Girls Gone Gritty playlist.
And be on trend if you have our playlist.
Yes.
Yes.
All
Well,
right.
thank you for tuning in to another episode of Girls Gone Gritty. We're really happy that you're sharing your summer with us, and hopefully you're getting some good sun, some good vibes, some good energy from the people you surround yourself with. Take these conversations, have them with your family and friends, and make sure that you find a little grit in your day each and every day, because you do make a difference in just being here. And we appreciate and love you. And thank you for tuning in.
Tune in next week. Peace out.
Peace out.